Second grade, today at your seat you have a very large white piece of paper, pencils, oil pastels that are black, and sheets of different types of bugs. We talked about symmetry, and now we are going to make a symmetrical bug. These will give you some ideas of what you can draw, and I want you to put your name on your paper, second grade, and your teacher's initial. And then what I want you to do is flip it over and then fold it the long way, the hot dog way, the long and skinny. One tip when folding is you want to hold it in the center, match up the corners, kind of drag to the middle like this, and then drag up and over. It doesn't have to be perfect. What you're going to do then is you're going to draw only half of your bug. So looking at your sheet, you can come up with all different types of ideas, starting with the head, just drawing half of the head, kind of looking at the sheet and coming up with what body shape you want. Maybe it's going to be part beetle. And then insects have 6 legs, so we're going to draw 3. They might have segmented legs. They might have a claw. It's up to you. If you draw nice and light, if you make a mistake or draw something that you don't like, you can always erase it. So the lighter your pencil lines, the more success you'll have. You can always go over it. We're going to be going over them with some oil pastel anyway. Maybe thinking of different designs that are in there on the bug. Don't forget their eye. We're only doing half, maybe one nostril. Maybe it could be antennas. And after you have half of it drawn, then I want you to go back over it once it's perfect with oil pastel. You're putting it on quite liberally, which means pretty thick. Oops. If yours breaks, that's okay. We can always use pieces of them. I guess I was pushing a little too hard. You don't need to push that hard. We are going to be doing a trick to get the other side to transfer. And the oil pastel, since it's nice and greasy and creamy, will help with that. So what you're going to do after you have half of it outlined, you're going to fold it in, and then you can give it a rub or a scrape with your finger. You can see the lines through it. What I'm doing is kind of like a scratching motion with the side of my fingernail. Trying to get all of the lines to transfer, so I'm making sure I'm going over the whole drawing. Getting to smear to the other side. So when I open it up, you can see there's lines that you would just then go back over. If you can't see a certain thing that you've drawn, just fold it back up and try the rubbing technique again. But then what I want you to do is go back over those lines so you can have a symmetrical bug, just like mine. After these are done today, you're going to put them in the colored folder at your table, and the next time we're together, we will continue working on these. And it'll be really neat because everybody's will be a little bit different, but I'm looking for the symmetry. What do they look like when you draw a line straight down the middle? It should be the same on both sides. And there you have it. Symmetrical bugs. Thank you so much for listening.